So I'm in Casper, Wyoming, which is called the fourth most dangerous city in the state of Wyoming, which is a fairly decent state. So being the fourth most dangerous here, it's actually a very safe city. But the population is 58,000 and it's declining slightly. It has been for a few years now. The population is 86% white, 9% Hispanic, and 1% black. So it's not hugely diverse by any means. They have between 1 and 2 homicides a year. So their murder rate stays, under 5 for sure on any kind of yearly basis, which is really good. Their assault rate is under 200 every year. That's per 100,000 people. Mostly it's under 100, which is, for a city with 58,000 people, is very good to have an assault rate as low as they have. I mean, most cities, like an assault rate around 500 for a larger city is on that skirting bad, but still kind of just, yeah, it's a city, you're going to expect this kind of stuff. So if at 100, or if at 500, that's what it is, at 100, it's really good. The only thing that in the state, the only crimes are thefts and burglaries are higher than the state average. Just those two categories, thefts and burglaries. Otherwise, everything is below the state average. And it's a decent sized downtown, and it's kind of cute. The violent crime is 31% better than the national average. So you have a place where it's considered the fourth most dangerous, but the violent crime is actually better than the national average, which just shows you how safe of a state this actually is. The property crime is 35% worse than the national average, which 100% worse is where I say it's regular city bad. At 100% worse. So it's 35% worse on the property crime, is still well above what I would consider the like even close to bad. Your odds of becoming a victim of any crime here is 1 in 36. I should have looked to see what your odds of becoming a victim of a violent crime were, because it's probably next to nothing. And I imagine the violent crime that does happen is mostly people that know each other. And your year-over-year crime here, this is where things are getting bad though. The year-over-year crime is 33% increase it's showing in year-over-year crime. So from the previous year to this year, this is 2025, but this data would have been from the 2 years ago to a year ago. 33% increase. That's actually kind of concerning, because if your crime is increasing by 1/3 every year, it's going to be bad fast. Now, that's not saying that it's going to keep doing that, but it's going to be bad fast. But it's listed as being safer than 42% of all the cities in America, which I would almost go as far as saying it's probably safer even than more than that, but that's what the stat is that comes out on it. We're going to go around just a couple more blocks because that looks like it's taking us out of town. The cost of living is slightly better than the national average, but pretty much right around the national average here. So it's not like super cheap, but it's on the cheaper side to live here. Housing is 8% higher than the national average. The sales tax is 22% lower than the national average. Let's just see what some of the more shadier looking areas look like. There's no income tax here. The schools, 48% of the kids graduate proficient at reading and math. That's the same as the US average. The Wyoming state average is 53%. So the schooling here is a little worse than what you see in general in the state of Wyoming. But it's right on par with the national average, which is less than 50% of the kids graduating learning how to read and write. 87.2% of the kids have, or of the people that live here, have completed the 8th grade, and 86.8% have completed high school. So that sounds like a low number, 86%. I would think it should be over 90 anywhere in America, but it's not. And that's actually, you know, it's about on par with other American cities. Not any better, not any worse. And 23.9% of the people that live here have a bachelor's degree or better, so they have a college degree, which is pretty good, especially for a city of this size, especially where it's at in the country. Typically, you'd see that more in, you know, cities that are, you know, a city of this size on the East Coast, you'd see a higher number than that. But 23%, that's actually pretty good. Almost a quarter of the people have graduated college on some level. It's a nice little city. You know, if you're looking for a place to move to, you got mountains on the one side. Well, you got mountains probably all the way around. They're just further away. But it's a nice little place. I almost didn't film it because it's not really, I mean, that's a crime channel and it's not really a hugely crime-ridden place, but people need to see that, you know, there are states that even the worst cities are still good, you know, compared to what other places in America are. So that was a drive through Casper, Wyoming. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. Consider subscribing. I think this is the North Platte River that we're crossing. It's a beautiful river. Consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one.